what's up? It's Alex. So I haven't made a response video to the response video that I had about school. I haven't had time. That's the reason why I'm always like making my videos from my car, because this is the only time that I have. Anyway, I don't know your name, dude, so I'm gonna call you Joe, just because Jose, the word Jose is in your username. I don't even know if that's like accurate or that's your name at all, but I'm just gonna use Joe. Okay, today, well, I'll make a response video later, but today the issue was going to the restroom. Now that's like one of like the hard things. Like that's a hard, I don't know, hard thing to deal with, especially for an FTM. The reason being is that when you're starting to transition, you don't know which restroom to use, or if you are using the men's room, or to use the women's restroom. And I find that for me, it's hard. I haven't made the stupid response video. God, I really need to. But at school, they perceive me as a female because I don't feel like outing myself to. I have 5 classes, and there's like 30 people in each of my classes. And another thing is that I can't just stay quiet, because these classes, like I'm a senior, and these classes require my participation. Obviously, I start talking, and they're gonna perceive me as a female. Like I can't really help that. It's not something that I've tried and I can't. And the only place where it's worked, where I make my voice lower and people perceive me as a male, was in Mexico. And I don't know why that is, but and they perceive me to be a young male, or like 14, 15 years old. They never would have thought, of my age. So anyway, today during class I really had to go to the restroom. Usually I try to avoid like drinking a lot of liquids, like in the earlier part of the day, just because I know that, I don't want to walk 10 minutes to the science building, where it's like the only place where they have restrooms where it's unisex. So regardless of whether you're a male or a female, you can go in there. Which I think they're great, and I think they should have them in every single building on my campus, but they don't. And so anyway, I had to go to the restroom, and usually, because like I've been at the school for so long, and especially in the psychology building, like I know a lot of people, and I always run into people that have either been in my classes or that I know, or So anyway, I just there's restrooms where there's like 5 restrooms, and then there's like individual ones. And so anyway, I was going into the individual females restroom, and somebody was in there. So like my instant reaction was like, okay, well the females is taken, I'll just go to the males, which is also an individual restroom. And what happened was that I went in there, did my business, whatever, came out, and a girl that was in the same in the same class as me, as in the class that I was when I stepped out to the bathroom. She was the one in the she came out of the women's restroom as I came out of the men's restroom. And that, I mean, had it been anybody else, like, I don't think I would have cared, but she's in my class. And she went back, like, she kind of, like, just, like, looked at me and, like, kind of, like, she didn't know what to say, so she just, like, walked away. And when we get back to the classroom, like, she went in through, like, there's 2 doors to the classroom, so she went through one and I went through the other one. Like, they're, like, on the opposite side of the classroom or whatever, and she was, like, sitting on the opposite side of the classroom from me. And she, like, immediately goes back to her seat, and she's, like sniggering something to the girl that she's, like, they're, like, friends. They're always sitting next to each other and stuff. But she's, like, you know, they're, like, talking, whispering, blah, blah. And the friend, like looks over at me, and she didn't, I mean, there wasn't, like, any expression on her that would have made me think, oh, it's negative or positive or anything. But it was just, it made me a little uncomfortable. I was like, you know, like, that's exactly why I just don't feel like dealing with any of this crap. You know, that comes with having to choose which restroom we're going to. So, yeah, that's what happened today. That's what happened today, and oh yeah, and they were talking so loud about it, and I think, like, there's this guy that sits behind them, and he was in my psychology of sexual orientation class. And I mean, obviously, like, most of the people in there were, like, gay in that class. But anyway, now he's in the class where the girl was, and he was sitting behind them, and he, like, I think he heard something, and so he just, like, kept, like, clearing his throat, and like on one of those times he, like, did it really loud, and, like, they just shut up, and, like, you know, like, that was, you know, I never talked to the guy or anything. But I don't know if it was kind of like, oh, you know, hey, GLBT people, let's stick together, like, I don't know. But, it's not something that bothers me a lot. Like, it's not like I'm gonna go home and cry about it all day. It doesn't bother me. It's just a little uncomfortable, you know, the situation the situations that we have to go through because of that. Oh yeah, and I'm going shopping later. I was supposed to go shopping Sunday, but I had the worst day ever. Well, no, it was like the worst day ever, and I didn't feel like buying anything. So I'm going today for a second try. I get really upset when I go shopping, and I really need some, like, winter clothes. So I'm gonna go later on today, and I guess I will post about that experience. And I'll probably post later. And I will also make a response video. Sorry, I haven't had time. I've been busy and drunk half the time. So, yeah, if you have any comments, questions, anything, feel free to leave a message. Oh, and I got a haircut. It's shorter. I feel naked. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.